All right, it's another day, and it's time for us to get started. And as usual, you guys need to help me with a few things. Let me know if you can hear the voice, if you can hear my voice, and if you can see the screen. All right, guys, let me know if you can hear my voice and if you can see the screen, so that we get started today. Today's training is taking a different turn, and I will expect you to pay attention to all we talk about today. And you should have a pen, have a paper, your writing pad somewhere to take notes, because you will need it. Okay, so if you can hear me and if you can see the screen, do let me know in the comment section that you can hear my voice and you are seeing the screen. Let me know that you can hear my voice. Awesome, you can hear me. Great. I really don't feel too good today. I don't feel good at all. I feel like just taking time off and just sleeping, you know. But I'm committed, so I've committed myself to do this for you guys. So yeah, I have to do it. All right. So today we're going to be talking about closing, right? This is where the work is. This is where you will be able to make the money. Okay, how you get people to agree to what you have, right? That is what this is about. Okay, getting people to say yes to what you have. Okay, that is what we are going to be talking about. Okay, and it's gonna do you a lot of good to pay attention. All right, and right. Okay, so like I said, closing is all about getting people to say yes. Okay, getting people to say yes. For those of you who are part of the 10x community, especially those of you who have access to the leverage advantage, of course, you have a script already on closing. You have videos that I've put out for you guys talking about closing and what it is, the psychology behind it, and all of that. But today, I'm just going to be sharing a few things. Like I said, this is not like it's a course or something, it's a challenge, but these things are important for me to share with you all. Okay, that is why I am doing what I am doing, because I know that it's going to help you. Okay, now for you to close effectively, for you to get someone to say yes to what you have, number one is you have to be confident, okay, in your product or service. So in our case, it's products, okay? We're selling products. You have to be confident in your products. And confidence obviously comes from you knowing exactly what you're selling and you selling what is good, what actually solves the problem you're trying to solve. You won't be confident if the product you're trying to close the customer on doesn't really do what it does, right? And people can smell or they can perceive when you're not confident. When you're not confident in what you are saying, people can perceive it. People can know that there is something fishy about what you're trying to do. Okay, so it's important that you know about the product that you're about to sell. This is why we have done some research. So I believe that everyone who is here today, you've done your research, you know what Phytobite is about, you know what the holistic bloom tea is about. If you don't know, it's important, go back and do that research, watch the previous videos. One thing you must know is that these two products, they are not cures. There is no cure to diabetes. Okay. um, you can manage it. Okay, you can reverse it, but when you fall back to the bad habits that resulted to it, because diabetes is actually in the genes. Okay, there are certain you know genes that we have that can actually lead to you having diabetes. All right, so having this still helps you to properly manage. And they will have people who've been able to reverse their diabetes status. Okay, so their blood sugar is not as high to be proclaimed, all right, as being diabetic. That's what it means to have reversed your diabetes. It doesn't mean that when you stop doing the things that made you to reverse it, you won't fall back to that point. You will. Okay, it's like you having sex with an unprotected sex with someone who have STD, right? And you get contracted, and then you got treated of the STD. But then, because of your carelessness, you went back and slept with the person again. Of course, you're going to, you know, contract the STD, right? So it's the same thing, right? And if you have access to the frequently asked questions, you already know some of the frequently asked questions and how you can respond to things like that. Okay. So the first thing, like I said, is being confident in what you have to sell. Okay. You have to believe. Let me use that word. You have to believe in what you're selling. And I know for a fact that holistic bloom tea is a great product, because we've had series of testimonials, people who have followed instructions and have used it. And like I said, we've not had not even one refund, right? And we give 60 days money back guarantee. We've had people coming back to reorder. That is how good this is. Okay. People coming back and even picking the highest package. Like, we have three different packages. We have the first one, which is just one pack of the tea. Then we have the second plan, which is three packs of the tea, and the third plan, which is 5 packs of the tea. We've had customers coming back to get 5 packs of the tea every now and then. So this is something I believe so much in. Um, it's my brand, so it's something I've invested my time uh, in doing and in finding things about. Right. So yeah, is you're promoting your product, you're selling it. That you ought to do. Kudos to you. I believe you are um, lots of step ahead of those persons who haven't done their research. Okay. All right. So the second thing that is very important when it comes to closing is empathy. Okay. Empathy is basically telling the other person that, listen, I understand how you feel, right? It's is you walking in the shoes of your customer. That is what empathy is. Okay. And this is why the research that you've done is going to help you, because now you understand who these people are. You understand their struggles because you've seen what they are asking in groups, in forums, on Amazon products, and all of these things. Okay. And this cuts across either you're promoting the fight or bite or the holistic bloom package, right? It's important that you show empathy. People, like I said before, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. All right. So you must share with people, or show people. You have to show people that you care about them. You don't just care about the money that they are going to give to you. Okay. And how do you do this? How do you show empathy? By asking questions. Okay. And making them feel, that um that you're their friend, right? Imagine if your friend comes to meet you and tells you that, listen, do you know I just went to the doctor the other day and I was diagnosed that I'm diabetic. How will you respond? You're going to feel bad, right? That your friend caught, or the blood sugar is on another level. It needs to be taken care of, because you understand the risk behind not treating elevated sugar levels, right? So you're going to more like, so what can we do? How do you feel? Have you seen someone, right? So you as a closer, okay, you as a closer, you are like a doctor, you're like a friend, right? Doctors are, they act like friends. So when you walk into a doctor's office, the doctor is going to ask you questions. How do you feel today? Are you having headaches, right? They ask you questions, right? And the best way to actually go about your closing is asking questions that the other person can, reply in full sentences, okay, and not questions that comes with a yes or no, right? Don't ask such questions. You want to engage in a conversation, because while you're doing that, you're building a rapport, right? You're building a relationship with the customer who has communicated, who have reached out to you, right? So how you guys already understand the entire flow of your funnel. So they purchase, they've already typed in their name, their email, their phone numbers, everything has been typed. But now you are telling them that, okay, listen, I care so much about you. I don't just want to just ship this product to you, right? I want to make sure that this product is right for you before we ship it out. That is what you're trying to do. And doing that shows that you actually care for the customer. You don't just want to force, product down their throat, right? Unlike a lot of people, because at the end of the day, even when a customer places an order, you have to still call the customer to confirm the order, right? But what we're trying to do here is, a psychological, to provide that psychological response, and make the customer to understand that, listen, we are not just after your money. Yes, the money is good, but we care that you actually see results with this product that you just ordered. So we don't just want to send it over to you. We want to know if it is right for you, right? I don't know if you guys are getting this, right? So it's a way to get people to see that you really do care about them, and you're not just one of those people who just want their money. Okay, that is what that page, that thank you page, is going to do for you. Okay, it's going to make people more relaxed, and from that point, they are going to come into your inbox, with that warmness. Okay, so they won't be as cold as when um they just placed an order and they just rush into your inbox, and and tell it, oh, I just placed an order, right, expecting you to, but now you are going to engage them in conversation, like a friend, because that way you can have that conversation, their pain, because you've seen the struggles they're going through, their pains. With these things, you will be able to speak to them the way you should speak to them. All right. So what I'm going to do is to walk you through the kind of response that you should have when someone reaches out to you on WhatsApp. Okay. Now, yeah, I have just these two things here because this is what is most important in closing. Okay. Believing in your products and showing empathy. This is it. This is it. It's like you're referring something to your friend. Okay. Your friend came to complain to you that, listen, as it be like this, so I just came from the lab and they said I have gonorrhea. It's funny, right? You're gonna laugh and you're gonna banter. I say, guy, now what for yourself? Oh, what's it happen? Right? You're going to engage in a conversation, but then he's your friend. You're going to treat him like a friend. You're going to find solution for the friend. You heard about this thing, and um, it can help you, right? Remember that if you have this thing, you're not going to peace well, oh, right? You know, imagine if the peace now, the thing go just they hurt you like this, right? I don't know if you guys are flowing with me anyway. So you're trying to build that connection with the customer. And remember that people buy from people they like, they trust, people they love, okay? People they are relaxed with, okay? They buy from their friends. All right. So I don't know if you guys are truly, flowing with this and you're getting the gist, okay? So what I'm going to do is to take you guys through a process, that you walk these people through to the point of they saying yes. All right. Uh, for those of you who are part of the, leverage advantage, like I said, you should already have access to these scripts. Okay. All right. Now, when someone reaches out and, of course, you should have a little test, in the button or link that link that you generated, that WhatsApp link that you generated. Of course, there should be a test that says, "Oh, I just placed an order for this, but I would like to speak with you to know if this is a right fit for me or for my child, depending on the product that you're trying to sell, right?" So when someone reaches out to you like that, you quickly respond back, okay, that's awesome. I'm always here to serve you. Do you have 5 minutes of your time so that we jump on a call to know if this works for you? All right. At that point, they are going to say, okay, great. Let's jump on a call. Okay, because they're already in the buying mode. They're already in the for most persons, some will say, okay, let's reschedule. And that's fine. All right. You basically just follow up on them and schedule, right? But for those who say, okay, go ahead, let's jump on the call and see if this is a good one for me, right? And they are going to say yes because they've placed an order, right? They filled the form already. Okay, so you're not going to act as if you don't know their name. Is your email out to me? So they are going to call their email out to you. I hope you guys are following and you're writing some of these things down because I'm not going to repeat myself. Um, so they are going to call out their email out to you. The reason you want to know these things are just say yes or no. Involves them actually responding with full sentences. Okay, so they are going to call you out to you. They are going to say, okay, great. Let's jump on a call. call it out. So they're going to call that out to you again and tell you their their address. Now once they call your address, the next thing you should ask is, okay, that's great. Are you buying this product for yourself or for someone? Or you get it, are you buying this for your kid or for your or for someone else's kid, right? I hope you guys get that part, right? You're going to ask them and they're going to tell you who exactly um they are buying for, and you have to assure them that listen, all of these things that we are going to be talking about here, they are confidential. The reason why we are on this, the reason why I'm asking you all of this is to know if this product is going to work for you or if it's going to work for the child. Okay, that is why I'm actually asking you all of these questions. Okay, so I hope that's fine with you. And they're going to say, okay, yeah, that's fine, that's perfectly okay. Are you guys still with me? I don't know if I've lost you guys. Are you guys still here? Oh, great, great. I thought I've lost you guys. Thought I've lost you guys. Okay, I hope you all can still see. I hope you all can still see my screen. Can you guys still see my screen? All right, awesome, awesome. So, so once you've been able to let them know that the reason you're asking them for all of these is so that you can know if this product is going to work for them. You're because you're concerned about their health, you're concerned about their child's health, and you want to ensure that whatever it is that they take out that is being shipped to them actually does the work that they want. Okay, so once they respond to you and you say, "Oh," and hope that's totally fine with you, like they will say yes. Who doesn't want something that works for them, right? They are going to say yes. Now, once they do that, the next thing you want to do is that, okay, all right, this product, so it could be the holistic tea upgrade kit, whatever it is. Uh, it could be the genius kit, right? Whatever it is that you're promoting. So they say this product helps you to, does this. You not say helps you. So you say this kit has this. It helps to do this. Okay, or it does this. It does that. So how can you actually list some of these things out? Is you haven't done your research. So you've done your research, you've known the emotional struggles they are going through, okay, the issues with waking up every night to go and urinate, the issues of the headaches, right, the issues of the blackouts. You've done your research and you understand all of those things, right? This product is going to help to strengthen your liver, so that you can have strengthen the, so this product helps to strengthen the liver and helps to regulate the blood sugar levels, all right, or the helps to regulate the sugar in the bloodstream to maintain um their normal levels. Okay, so you're going to say all of these things, and once you're done saying them, you're basically going to ask, is this something you are looking for? Does this sound like something that you are looking for, right? So at this point they're going to respond, and likely to say yes, right? Because now you're speaking their language, the things that are troubling them. It is what you're looking to solve, right? So they are very likely, if you actually have done your research and you've seen what these people are looking at to solve. Okay, I believe you've done that. A whole lot of them are going to say yes. Okay. So when they say yes, they say, "Oh, that's awesome. I love that. This is going to help you." Can you tell me a little bit, if this product is helps you to take care of those things? How would that make you feel? I really want to understand. How will they make you feel to have all of these things being solved for you, right? Now, what you're trying to do here is to allow them to talk. Let them know why they are actually with you on the call in the first place, right? You want to make them understand that, listen, I'm actually here because I have a problem that I want to solve. Okay. So you want to get them to talk, right? How will you feel to have all of these things taken away? So, oh, I will be happy because now I'll be able to spend more time with my family. I hate the fact that I wake up every night to urinate. In fact, my sex life is non-existent because of this issue. So it will really mean a lot to me. So you can see that now the customer is talking, and you're listening to them. So once they've been able to do that, the next thing you want to do is repeat back to them what they've just told you. So you are going to mention their name because, of course, a man's name is the best, music, right? To his or her ears. All right. So I'm going to say, Mr. So so so. If I heard you correctly, um, if we can take all of these issues away, um, you're going to feel this way, you're going to feel this way. Basically repeating back to this prospective customer what they just told you, right? And they say yes, you now say, awesome, this is great. Well, the thing is, currently, right now, as we speak, we have a discount. Okay. And you are rushing out at the best time. All right. So now, do you want to buy anything else from us? Do you want to buy anything else from us? You've told him that, listen, we have, you have a discount, right? Having a discount, and they just rushed out to you at the perfect time, right? The next thing you want to tell them, that I'll ask them is, do you want to buy something else? All right. Now, this is where you now do your upselling. So they're going to ask you, most likely to ask you, okay, do you have something else too? What else do you have? Right. So that's when you now say, okay, we have this extra pack of, we have this thing they call the sugar bounty. For those of you who are selling holistic bloom, for those of you who are selling the phytobite, I believe the phytobite has that a whatever, has different versions, right? So this is why you need to understand what those versions are. So you now say, okay, we have the phytobite A this, phytobite A this, and it helps you to do this, it helps you to do that, right? And it helps you to do this, right? So what I'm going to do, so once you've done all of that, the next thing you want to say, so what I'm going to do right now is, put a pack of 4 months for you. That's, or 6 months for you. So I'm going to put a pack of 6 months supply for you. So most of the time they are going to say, oh, no, 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 that's too much, right? um So once they say, oh, that's too much, you're going to say, okay, I understand what you're trying to say. Okay, how about we do, 3 months? Okay, you need to understand that now you now repeat back, right? Repeat back those things they just told you that they want to solve. That many of your customers that have seen that they've been able to do this, it it took them a period of 2 to 3 months, and it took at least the 3 months pack. All right. And remember that this actually comes with a 60 days money back guarantee. Okay. So you absolutely are not risking anything. You're trying this at absolutely no risk on your end. Okay, so do you still want us to go with the 6 months? Okay, they'll say, "Oh, how much is the 6 months, by the way?" So they'll probably ask you, how much is the 6 months? And I say, uh, remember now, you've shown that the whole 15K that they saw on your site, but now you're talking with them now, right? And you say, oh, the 6 months plan or the 5 months plan is 50,000. I say, that's a little bit too much. That's a little bit too much. I said, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I get what you're saying. You really didn't probably didn't plan for this. I really get it. But how about we do the 3 months plan? Okay, the 3 months plan contains 3 packs of the tea. All right, and this is what you get. Okay, so you're going to talk to them like that. So most of the time with this, once you're beating from the high price and you're bringing it down to the smaller price, at this point they are able to compare the prices. Okay, it's a rule of comparison, and it also works with the rejection and retreat rule in in persuasion. Okay, so you're starting with this high price. Okay, so they see once you probably want them to actually take probably the 3 months plan. All right, or you want them to take the when they buy three they get one free. Okay, so it's the same psychology, the same thing you're trying to do. So listen, when you buy three today, it's for those of you who are selling the fight to buy. I believe you guys understand or what Shinaza told you guys. All right, so listen, currently if you buy three you get one of these for free, right? So you're doing something of the nature. Okay, so what would you like us to do now? So you might beat it down from the 6 months and probably the 3 months, or maybe even the 1 month plan, right? Now once you guys have arrived at a particular plan, the next thing you want to ask them, okay, so what's a payment method that you're going to do? Do you want to use bank transfer? You would like to pay online? Okay. Some will tell you, okay, am I to pay now or is going to be payment on delivery? So, well, you can pay right now. Now, when you pay right now, here is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to give you even an extra bonus. Okay, and this is very important that you do this. Okay, by the time you do this and then introduce the commitment fee, remember that there is a commitment fee. By the time you do this and you introduce the commitment fee, they will see the commitment fee as nothing at all. So it becomes very easy for them to pay the commitment fee, right? So you tell them, so they're going to probably say, okay, am I so I thought I saw payment on delivery. So well, when you make payment now, yeah, there's payment on delivery. But when you make payment right now, um payment of the plan that you guys have, you want to mention the price, right? A payment of this plan, the price. And when you make payments, oh, here is what I want to do for you. Okay, I'm going to add um this to it, right? It could be that you say, oh, listen, I'm going to add a bonus, an exclusive bonus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be checking on you every week. So for those of you who are doing this, it could be for whatever you guys know what your audience need. This is the reason for your research, and I believe that you guys have done your research, right? So you say, okay, listen, this is the bonus I'm going to add for you. So if you pay for this now, um this is the bonus I'm going to add to you. Okay, and of course, this package is going to get to you within the next 48 hours. Okay, depending on the location, 48 hours. I don't know how long it's going to take for Shinaza to ship her own product, but you can find that out from her, right? But for Holistic Bloom, we have our agents in different regions of the country, so it usually takes between sometimes within the same day if it comes early, all right. But if it doesn't come early, the next day the customer should get it, right? So it takes between 24 hours to 72 hours max, right? So that is what you should base your argument on, right? So for most persons, they're likely to say, "Oh, let's do payment on delivery." So that's fine, right? Understand that you still really don't trust me yet, right? This is all new to you. This is the first time of us having this conversation. And listen, I really want you to, I want to be your friend, all right? And I want you to trust me, okay? But here is what you have to do for me. Here is what you have to do for me. You have to cover just the shipping, okay? I want to ensure that, so you tell them the reason why you're asking them to cover the shipping. Okay, so you let them know that, listen, if you pay now, this is something you also need to do. You tell them that if you pay now, aside this, so you, the bonus you're giving them, and tell them, listen, you also not pay for shipping. Okay, we'll cover the shipping for you. All right. So when they decline and say, oh, we no, we want to do I want to do payment on delivery, say that's fine, I understand. You still don't really trust me yet, and I want to be your friend. I really want us to start on a good note, okay? And I really want all of these issues that you're having, these that to actually get. So you repeat those things, those issues that they're having, you repeat them back to the customer. I want you to have all of this in solve. So here is what I want you to do for me, okay? For me to know that you're truly ready to have all of these issues solved for yourself and start enjoying this life, mention all of those things that they would like to start enjoying and start, experiencing in their life. You need to cover the shipping, okay? So I know that as this product is leaving our office and coming to you, you will be ready to pick it up, because we've had issues with customers who are so eager to get this product, but by the time the product gets to their destination, they refuse to pick up. So you want to tell them the reason behind them paying the shipping fee first before it leaving your office. Okay, so this is how you can close them and tell them, okay. Um, Having said that, is there any other question that you have for me right now? Before we send the product out of our office, is there any other question? So if they ask you, if they say, oh, can you beat down the price? And that is when you now start making use of some start. So by this time, it simply means they still have more objections. Okay, and I have, for those of you who are part of the 10x, I have, you guys already have access to the different objections and how to respond to them. But for some of you who are not part of the program yet, you don't have access to all of these information, right? So what I'm gonna do is share a few a few objections that you're likely to come across. So maybe something like, yo, it's too expensive. Can can you reduce the price or something? Okay, and you need to know that price is one of the most common type of objection that people will put out to you. They want you to reduce yourself to someone who is transactional, like people who are pricing something in the market. Okay, but you don't want to give people that luxury. Okay, um and you this is the reason why I've told you guys to identify the pain and the issue that they actually want to have solved. This is why you're asking them questions, uh, you know, to tell you how they'll feel if they have all of this problem taken away, right? So your response is probably yes. Yes, I agree that this package is not cheap. It's quite expensive, probably compared to what you've seen out there. And this is because we've really taken the time to ensure that the best ingredients are used to, or ingredients or materials are used to produce this. I believe that Shinaza puts to you guys how long it took them, the entire process of actually producing that product for before it came live. Okay, what they have to go through and all of that. So to ensure quality control process, and all of these things, they are expensive and they cost money, right? So you not call them, you call them by their name, say, listen, I would love to tell you what this product can actually do for you. Okay, so you now repeat those amazing things that the product can do for them. All right. And let them understand that this is what the product can do for them. You don't take away all of those things that they said they want taken away. All right. Now, the option of I don't have money, most of the time, really, you can ask them of their budget. Okay, so what's your budget? If you say I don't have the, and this is why you took them from that high fee or that high price to the lowest price. Okay, so most of the time that issue should be solved. Okay, so if they say, "Oh, I've never heard of your company," uh, you just want to understand, they still want to know more about you. This is more like an issue of trust. Okay, they still don't, because yeah, a whole lot of things are happening. People want to be sure that they are, working with a brand that is reputable. Okay, with something like this, your response is more likely to be, "Oh, we are a company that helps so people to achieve social results in social time, without they going through all of these issues, blah blah blah, you know and we really do want to help you." It shouldn't be more than that. All right. So an objection of, "Oh, you're all the same, what makes you different?" Well, this is where you made them understand, "Listen, I understand how you feel. How about I share some of the challenges that we help our past customers to take care of?" So this point, you start telling them stories of past customers using testimonials. Okay, so it's also person, before you even picked up this product, this is how they were not fully convinced yet, but they saw that they needed to have this problem solved. Okay, and this is what happened, this is what happens, and here is their results, right? So that's what you can do there. Probably you basically make use of stories to tackle something like that. So if someone say, "Oh, I will get back to you," most of the time, this is a strategy of someone saying that, "Listen, I don't trust you. I don't you are fishing what you're saying." Right? It's not necessarily that they don't like you, but they are not convinced yet. Okay, so saying that I will get back to you, they are very likely not to get back to you. So it's like this is a polite way of saying, "Listen, I'm not buying from you," right? More like saying, "Get lost, you're wasting my time," right? Or "I really need to consider my options and decide," right? A whole lot of things, right? So your response here will be, "Oh, is it that the product, so you name it does not fit what you're looking for? I might be able to adjust it or provide an alternative. If it's the pricing that you're concerned about, let me know how this can fit what you actually you want." Okay, and you let them know that it's okay to say no, that this product does not serve them what they want. Okay, because remember that you've told them what the product does, or you can even still repeat what the product does for them. um, and when you do this, you don't just say it for the sake of it. You also want to introduce scarcity and urgency. Okay, and one way you can do that is that you can make them understand that, "Oh, listen, we have just so number of packs or so number of bottles available, and in fact, here is something you need to understand. Production of this entire product takes about 6 months before it can be ready. And currently, we only have 200 bottles or 500 bottles or 200 bottles available in stock. Okay. And every day we sell at least two bottles. Okay. So this simply means that in the next, 100 days, hereabouts, right? If you sell two every day, 100 days, that's 200, right? Hope I'm correct. Yeah, that's 200. So that simply means that probably in the next 2 months will be out of stock. But you mustn't do 2 months. You mustn't do 200. You can even say 90 that is left, and that duration. So that duration, and all of that. The time, like I've told you guys, that scarcity is a function of time, right? Of quantity rather. Then urgency is a function of time. Okay, so that is what you want to do. Okay, now once you've said all of that, you want to at this point round up. Okay, so here's what I can do to make your decision easier. How about I provide you a further discount? Okay, so if you have that, or it mustn't just be discount, it can be a bonus that you add to it. Okay, so you can say, "Oh, listen, I understand you still, feel this or feel that way, you still don't trust us yet. Okay, but what I want to do is let's add a bonus to you. So here is what I can do for you, because you are a first time customer and I want us to start at a good note. So once you've done that, so do we have a deal? Okay, so at that point you should know that if you've gone through all of these things and they still don't buy, really they are not, no, they could be, they are not the best customers for you. They still have questions. So at that point, what you can do is do follow-ups, okay, for them. And this is what these are some of the things that you can do using lazycom follow-up, using emails, and you can do WhatsApp follow-up, even though that is advanced and it's not totally available yet. um, but these are some of the things that you can actually do um, with lazycom, okay? Following up with emails, okay. And if you are using email marketing alongside this, also, it's going to help you to still follow up on some of these people who don't take action immediately. Okay, because yeah, not everyone who is going to, um, place your orders is going to go ahead. But I have seen that we've had at least 90% conversion rates for people we contact, people who've placed orders with contact. 90% conversion. If someone didn't really buy, it simply means that they actually don't have money, or they is a mistake. They came to our sites by mistake, because there are funnel hackers, right? There was a time we even had someone purchase the holistic bloom products, and after using the products he wanted to become an affiliate of the product. That's how good the holistic bloom product is, right? uh, and we've had people who referred our products to other people to make use of it. So he's actually a great product. So that is it, that is all about closing. That is what we are doing about closing. So your assignment is basically have a good structure script using all I just said in this training, right? So write your entire script out so you know exactly what you're saying, what the kind of questions you're asking. So you are not just going to get on the call and start rambling, but you have a systemized uh you know script, something that you can go through. All right, and once you've done that, come back to the group and let us know that you've been able to do that, and you have your script ready to roll. All right. Tomorrow we are going to be talking about, by tomorrow I believe that the platform should be fully ready, and you guys should be able to have um your ads up, right? By now, if not for the fact that we have some glitches here and there with the lazycom platform, your ads should be up today, right? That is what you should be doing. Have your ads up, because even though having the platform even down gives you time to have your script ready, so that once you start having people, it's easier for you to close them, because now you have something to use um, to do that, right? So your assignment for tomorrow is writing out your script, something that you are going to be using. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about contents. Okay. Putting out content. Okay, because that is another one that a whole lot of people don't do. Is people just rely solely on, on ads, and that's not good. And that's why I told you guys to create your accounts across different social medias, and I believe that you guys have done that, because you will need it. Okay, basically from tomorrow, that is what we are going to be doing. Content every single day, right? And we're going to come on here and do that every single day. And then we'll still talk about retargeting. Once after your ads have run for at least 7 to 10 days, we're going to talk about how you can go about retargeting the people who've gone to your site. All right. So that's it for tonight. We've been here for like an hour now. So let's take your questions. So if you have questions at this time, let me have your questions before we call it a night. Okay. Felix is asking what's the active ingredients in the tea, and there's a way to read about the mechanism of action. It's a root. I think see what something of that nature. I think we have about three main active ingredients. I don't know them off heart, by the way. All right, but there are three main active ingredients in the tea. Secondly, does it cater to? I'm going to share with you guys the ingredients that are inside the tea. Okay. Secondly, does it cater to? No, we only it's mainly for people with type 2 diabetes. That is what we've seen it work for. Okay, so type 2 diabetes. Any other questions? Any other questions? There's nothing like decrease. Nothing decreases sugar permanently, right? Nothing decreases sugar permanently. It doesn't cure. Like I've said that before. It doesn't cure. All right. It helps you to regulate your sugar level. It drops your sugar level down, right? But if you go back to bad habits, of course, you are going to have elevated, sugar levels. Is the way it is, all right. So never preach this as if it's something that is going to take away diabetes forever, permanently. No, there's nothing like that. Anybody that is coming to tell you that they have one product that will take diabetes away permanently, you just lying and trying to deceive people. There's nothing like that. Okay. Any other questions? Any other question? All right. In the absence of questions, I guess we'll call it a night. And for those who asking about the pixel in the group, I'm going to have a sent. All right. So good night, guys, and have a great night rest.